Jesus said unto his disciples, let us cross over to the other side. What is up? What is up? What is up, everyone, everyone, everyone? It's another day, another time, and another week for yours and my favorite Monday night show. And I'm not talking about Monday Night Football. I'm talking about your favorite show, my favorite show, We'll Talk Monday. You are. We are in the building. We are in the building tonight. Tonight, y'all, we got a family member up in the building with me. This girl is like my little sis. Like, we've been cool for a minute. She is well known. She's known all over the world for her videographing. Any quartet show that you have been to, she has probably videoed half of your favorite quartet or gospel artists and done it. And she is so well known and so well great at her job that she is up for an award. Like, what? What? And I'm talking about Miss Jackie, my sis. And we're going to get into the conversation about that here in a little bit. But you all, I want y'all to sit back. I want y'all to relax. And I want y'all to say like and subscribe and comment. And let us know how you're feeling about this conversation tonight. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm about sick of y'all playing with us. I'm about sick of y'all. I'm about sick of y'all. Y'all got one more time. One more time. Huh? Y'all think I'm playing? Let me tell y'all again. Let's go. What is up? What is up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You all, so before we get too far into this interview, me and this girl have known each other what? Probably about a good 2 to 3 years now.
Like that, something like that. If not longer, I would no more than probably 5, 4 or 5.
Yeah. And literally this year in November was the first time
I know,
that
right?
we was ever able to link.
It was a long time coming, but we made it. Amen.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
made
yeah, yeah. We
it.
finally made it happen. We made it happen.
For sure.
So, what I want you to do right now is tell the people a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into the conversation.
A little bit about myself. Well, as you said, my name is Jackie Dandridge, aka the Quartet Baby, which a lot of y'all probably know me by just that name. Born and raised in Columbus, Ohio. That's home. I'm an Ohio baby, Buckeye fan. Well, I ain't gonna say a Buckeye fan, but being from Ohio is kind of in my blood. Currently, I live in Tennessee. Murfreesboro, Tennessee to be exact, which is about 35 minutes from Nashville. Been here going on 4 years now. It's not my forever home, but I'm here. I'm doing what I gotta do to make it out here. But besides that, I'm a preacher's kid. I love quartet. I am the fifth child out of six and an aunt of too many kids. But yeah, y'all, I'm here, I'm living life, and yeah, I'm loving it.
So y'all see why like me and her are so cool. Like legit, this girl got so much going on, and the fact that she took some time out to bless us with her presence says a lot to us. So we appreciate that for sure, sis. So what I want you to do right now is we're gonna get started with the conversation. I'm not even gonna call it an interview. We're gonna have a conversation,
Right.
and we're gonna start it off with when I say I survived it. What is the first thing that comes to your mind?
So, first thing that comes to mind is, overcoming any obstacles in your life. Because don't get me wrong, life is not perfect whatsoever. I can stand here and tell you all types of stories about things that I've been through and is still going through. And just to be able to look back, you know how the old folks say, if I can just look back over my life,
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh yeah, just having to, sit down and reflect on a lot from the time, you were born to where you are now. There's a lot of stuff, whether it was big or small, that we all have survived. So yeah, just like I said, overcoming those obstacles and having the strength to overcome those obstacles, you can definitely stand and say, yeah, I survived it.
Facts. So, all right. So now at this time, we're gonna give you the floor to give us your I survived it story.
So yeah, like I said, y'all, there's so many things that I've survived through life. And of course, I'm not going to go through everything. I'm not going to really go into too many details about certain things. Um, I will say, like I said earlier in my little intro, I am a preacher's kid. And so, being a preacher's kid, I feel like people put a lot of expectations on you. They expect you to be a certain way. They expect you to look a certain way. They expect you to act a certain way, and just all types of expectations that they throw out there. Um, Granted, I was raised in a two-parent home up until I was 17 years old when my parents divorced. Everything was cool, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go into details about a lot of things, but a lot of times in life, you may see the outside of things, but you never know what goes on the inside. Um, and that was my life a lot of times. Like, you would see me and you would think, oh, she is gorgeous. She is living her best life. She is this, she is that. But deep down inside, I'm like struggling with this, I'm struggling with that. And it's like, who do I talk to? Like, who do I can actually, who can I actually trust to be like, hey, this is what's going on in my life. So like I said, being a preacher's kid, it's a lot on you. And one thing I am truly grateful for is that my parents never, how do I want to say it? Like, they never judged us or never expected us to be a certain way. Of course, we was raised the right way, but when it comes to certain stuff, like for example, my dad has four girls. He knows how his girls are. We would get together, we would party, we would do this, that, and the third, but never once does he judge us. And it's crazy because the world and everything, like me, I'm the type of person, I'm still very, very cautious with what I do because of my name, my reputation, what I do. So it's just like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go out with my friends, have me a little drink, do this, do that. But still, I'm like, yeah, let me reel it back in a little bit because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she's out there doing this. She's their daughter and she's doing this. No. So being able to survive and get past, I guess, the stigmatism, I guess that's what I want to say. I don't know if that's the right word,
Yeah.
but being able to overcome what people say about you or how they paint the picture of you to be. Um, like I said, even with you know my childhood, it affected a lot of things in my adulthood, like relationships, friendships, and all of that. And it's still a daily struggle now. Like I've been in a relationship with my guy going on what 4 years next? No, 3 years next year. And these last couple years it's been rough because of a lot of things that I've went through in the past that I still carry with me now. And it's like, okay, I gotta figure out a way to let go of certain stuff and be able to be like, you know what, I survived it. I overcame what I went through. We were able to survive everything that we've gone through, and now we're in a better place. So, like I said, y'all, I can give y'all stories and stories and stories, but I don't have the time for all of that.
Come on.
So listen, if I could write a book, like there was a song.
You need to write that book.
There was a song by Jessica Reedy that a friend of mine had told me about some years ago when I was going through a lot. And at that time, I was a senior in high school. I was dealing with my boyfriend at the time, and then my parents divorced. My mom, Marianne, who she's with now, it was just, and even that is a whole story within itself. But I was going through so much, and she was like, my friend was like, hey, there's a song by Jessica Reedy. It's called Always. And when I tell you that song gets me, I will play that right now. And in that song, she said, if there, what was the lyrics? Basically, her saying that if there was a book, a story about, like a book that she would write about her life, there would be a tear on every page. And when I say I felt that, because I felt like no matter what, like every time I'm writing in my journal, there was a tear. So yeah, y'all, it's life is hard. Life is a struggle. But again, as I look back, I've survived it, and I'm still surviving everything that I'm going through even to this day.
So not only did you survive it, but you came out even stronger than what you was when you went hit
Period.
it.
Yeah.
Like legit. Like looking at you, you would not know that you went through half of that stuff that you went through. Like
For sure. Because I try to hide it so well, you know. Like, I don't want to walk around and people are like, oh, what's wrong with her? Like, nah, I'm going to be myself no matter what.
mm-hmm. So okay. So what so with the situations that you went through, how much did your faith play a part and you still remaining strong and still staying strong in what you went through? How much did your faith play a part in it?
A lot. I ain't even going to lie to you. Um, in the last few years, I've definitely battled with my faith, for real. Um, it's been a struggle, like, and even honestly speaking, I have not been in church, like had an actual church home in maybe about 5-6 years now. Well, no, I'll take that back. I moved down here about 4 years ago. I did have a church home before COVID, and we kind of stopped. But prior to that, I really hadn't been in church most of my 20s. So yeah, like my faith was definitely tested. And I feel like everything that I went through in the last few years, God was pretty much like, where's your faith?
Mm.
I'm taking you through this. Where's your faith? Like, I'm going to need you to trust me a little bit more than what you are. And don't get me wrong, like, I love God wholeheartedly. Like, I trust him and everything. I post it all the time. Like, I love God. You feel me? But sometimes I'm human. So at times I feel like, where you at? I'm over here struggling. Where you at? But I think it's those times where he's like, I'm gonna need you to muster up that little bit of faith so I can get you through it. So it's been rough, but I definitely think in the last 2 years, like my faith has definitely grown from what it was before.
Yeah. The hardest thing to have is that mustard seed faith. Even though
Listen, I
it's
don't care how
small,
small it is, it's hard.
even though it's small, it's like still, it's like, Lord, you don't understand. It's taking all I got in me to have it's faith in this.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can't see it. All I can see is the situation I'm going through right now. I don't see the outcome.
That's a lot of us. Like, we are trying to see that light, and because we don't see it, it's like, I just want to give up.
hmm And it's like a lot of us are like the that story in the Bible where it said, Lord, help me with my unbelief. Lord, I know you have the power, but help me with my unbelief. It's like,
Yeah.
I know what you did for my mama and daddy and them and my aunties and cousins and them. I know it. I know you have the power to do it. But right now, where I'm at right now, you got to help me with my unbelief because it's like, I can't see my way out of this situation. All I can see is, in the words of Lee Williams, all I can see is hills, hills, and more hills and more hills.
Definitely, definitely. And times ain't like what they used to be. So it's hard out here. It's real hard.
Hmm. So, okay, next question I got for you, because I know you are the quartet baby. How did your love for quartet music, like, how did that help you through your situation? Because I know while you was going through it, I know there had to be times where you didn't even feel like going to the concerts a lot of the times. How did you keep that same energy to do what you was doing as far as with your posting on that?
So, of course, being a quartet baby, that's a lot of pressure within itself. I mean, granted, yeah, everybody's a quartet baby in their own way. Um, but with me, sometimes, like here recently, like it's hard for me to get out as much because of work and finances and all of that. But one thing about being the quartet baby and going through everything that that I go through, the thing that keeps me going the most are my supporters. If it wasn't for any of my supporters, I don't even think I know I wouldn't be as far as I am now. And even with videography and everything, like that was just something that I just wanted to do. Like I wasn't looking to for it to get as big as it is now. I was like, you know what, I want to record my favorite group, and even though I barely go back and watch the videos, I was just like, I just want to do it. But now I feel like that's not outlet. Like even when I wanted to quit and people's like, no, don't quit, don't quit. The moment I go to a concert and I'm recording a video and I come back home and I'm editing, I'm like, this is my outlet. Like this helps calm my mind and not really kind of mask what I'm going through at the moment. And I really owe it a lot to the supporters because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no Quartet Baby the way it is now.
Amen. Because, ma'am, like, when I tell y'all, like, if you go look at her videos and how she does it, it looks like a whole movie. This is a production. Like, I'm looking at those videos, I'm like,
Listen, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Still learning.
look, I need you to teach me some things. For real.
I got
For
you.
real. You're gonna have to teach me some things. Your big brother needs to learn some things from his little sister. I promise
For
you.
sure. I got you.
So, okay. Next question I have for you.
Mm-hmm.
When did you know that, like, at what moment did you know, like, you had that faith of, you know what, it's time for me to pick up my bed and it's time for me to get out of this situation? What was that moment for you? Like your, as they would say, your man, I know what I'm thinking of, but your road to Damascus moment.
Um, Honestly, because I have I have moments all the time. Like y'all understand it's the nights and times that I am at home just battling with whatever I'm going through. I really think sometimes with me just really sitting in my room, laying in my bed, and that's all I do all day.
Mhm.
That right there is like, yeah, no, Jackie, you gotta get up. You can't let this depression or whatever it is take over. Like you have to get up. So I really think that's what it is for me because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm lazy. I can get real lazy, but when I'm really going through something and I'm just letting it like consume me, that's when I'm like, nah, I gotta get up out of here. Like I have to find a way to fight through it. If I don't fight through it, I'm gonna just be in my room miserable. And that ain't cool. So I try even now, like I try to get out and do something, even if it's just riding around, even if it's just gonna go get me a drink at Starbucks, like, or walk around at Target. I have to find some
Something to
type
do.
of way to just get my mind off of things. And like when I lived in Ohio and I would go through a lot, one of my outlets was to take me a journal and a pen. I would go to one of our metro parks, find me an empty table, and just write. And that's one thing that I think I slapped up on too was journaling because I would journal a lot. But that was definitely my outlet too, finding me some time at a park and just journal, listen to some music, journal, and just cry.
I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. And
Yeah.
sometimes people think that tears are a bad thing. So most
Mm-mm.
of the time, those tears are tears of I'm coming out of this. I'm coming
Yeah.
out. I'm getting better. I'm becoming more whole. I'm becoming a better person. All of that. So
Tears
now,
are your silent prayers.
that's it. That's it. I like that. Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Tears are your silent prayers. So those prayers that you're afraid to verbalize, those tears are those prayers. God sees those tears. He wipes those tears from your eyes. So he knows. Just like everybody, oh, God knows my heart. He knows those tears. So that's, yeah, those tears are those silent prayers that you're afraid to actually speak.
Facts. And it is. It is. It is. So now let's talk about this right here.
Yeah. Y'all.
Cause ma'am, when I saw my sister's name on that list, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. What?
Yeah, it's up there.
So what was going through your mind when they tagged you in that post and was like, you've been nominated?
Man, so look, it's so crazy because for years, 4 years, I've always felt like I was overlooked. I felt like everybody else is getting all the recognition, this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, I know people love me and love what I do, but when is my time going to come to get some type of recognition? And so when I seen that, I was back home. I was in Ohio that weekend because of my best friend slash little cousin, baby mama, all that. It was her birthday, so I'm literally writing around trying to get myself together for me to get ready for the party. And I look at my phone and I noticed my sister Arquita tagged me in a comment, and I'm like, I wonder what's this. But mind you, prior to me even seeing it, I had just had a thought probably like 2, 3 days prior to, because I knew that they were posting the nomination. And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? It would be dope if they had a videographer one. It would be dope if my name was on it. And then she tagged me in it, and I was like, wow. And I was really speechless for real. And like I said, because I was there for my cousin's birthday party, I did not want to make it about me. I didn't want to make it about me. I still wanted to go and honor her, have a good time. But baby, I was celebrating me too because
Right.
I felt
Win or
like,
lose, like my name is on this list.
listen, and to be listed with so many greats like Hopewell Media, they're amazing. That is definitely one that I look up to. Like they're dope.
They
JB,
go.
that's my boy. Rocks with JB. Jasmine Hall, that's my dude's little sister. So that's family right there. Like when I say I'm proud of my sis, like proud of her. Petey Green, I've seen his work before, but it wasn't until this nomination that we became like friends on Facebook and stuff. But his work is dope. So it's like I'm literally nominated with great people.
Right. Yeah.
And even the other person on there, I'm not sure if I know them, but I'm pretty sure their work is great too. And I remember when I sent it to my dad, and he called me while I was at the party. The first thing he said, he was like, "Videographer of the year, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, he asked me about everybody else. He was like, "Are they as known and everything as you?" And I was like, "Yeah, Dad. Like everybody is dope in their own way, and with
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
there's no competition
Mm-mm.
whatsoever." And like I said on one of my posts, I was like, at the end of the day, if I don't bring it home, we're all winners, because to even be nominated to that extent, like it's an honor and it's a blessing.
Dope.
Yeah, and I'll forever be humble. Like, I'm not about to get a big head just because, oh, I got a nomination. But trust me, y'all gonna hear about it, because this is an accomplishment, especially for someone that has wanted to quit so many times.
Oh,
like,
trust me, I remember the times you messaged me talking about I'm done with it.
yeah, like been wanting to quit because, like I said, I always felt like I was being overlooked. I was the underdog, even though my sis Jazz, like I said, Jasmine Hall, she's like, sis, if it wasn't for you, like us newbies wouldn't be out here. Like, you set the tone. Like, you the OG. I'm almost 30 years old. What you mean I'm an OG? Like, but it's honestly a blessing, and it was in that moment where I was like, yeah, I can't give up. So now I gotta get some new equipment because I'm tired of using my phone and my iPad. You know, I'm nominated now, so I need some.
Look. When I saw her videoing, like literally, I'm like, these videos be turning out this dope with a phone in the eye. Yep. I'm like, okay. That's why my sister's the GOAT. That's why she's the GOAT.
Listen, I do it all on my phone and my iPad. That's why I'm like, I need some real equipment because this is a lot. It's a lot. But I'm grateful, for sure.
So this is what I want to do at this point. You all, if you are watching this tonight, I normally don't do this. And my sis don't even know I'm doing this. But number one, I want y'all on January the 1st, I want you to run on over there.
Y'all see it.
And vote. Vote. Jackie Dandridge. Go over there and vote. 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 And also, what I want you to do right now is, because I support you and because I know how good your work is and because I know how hard you work, I want you to tell me how it is that my audience can bless you with some equipment that you might need.
Y'all can simply cash at me. Yeah, that's really my only. Yeah. I'll say you can cash at me.
What is that?
$ Quartet Baby, obviously. But yeah, $ Quartet Baby. And listen, I'll be grateful because, like, baby, once I get what I get, oh, y'all gonna know. Y'all gonna know.
So y'all see it right down here. Scrolling at the bottom. I put everything right? Mm-hmm. All right. So y'all see it down there. I want y'all to blow it up, and I want y'all to support her. I normally don't do this, but this is my little sis, and I support her in everything that she does. I believe in her, and she's walking home with that award. I guarantee y'all. I believe it in my heart, really do. And right now, what we're gonna do is what is called the real talk moment. But what I want you to do at this point is I want you to leave somebody with some encouragement that maybe at that point to where they want to give up, but they're ready to throw in the towel, but they're ready to be like, you know what, I'm done. The battle is too much for me to fight. I'm ready to give up. And I also want you to tell them where they can find you at.
All right, so I would say try to find somebody to talk to. Even to this day, I know I have people that I can talk to, but sometimes it's hard to really find somebody that you can genuinely trust. Find you a therapist. I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know if I really want one. But when all else fails, you could always talk to God. Like I said, my outlet at one point was journaling. My outlet, is listening to music. Find something that you're good at that will help you to get through what you're going through. Like, even outside of this Quartet Baby and videographing, I love to cook. I love to bake. So at times, yeah, I'm gonna bake. I'm gonna do something in the kitchen to help me get my mind off of things. So definitely, of course, talk to God if nothing else. Definitely talk to God. Find your outlet. Lean on people that is, that, how I want to say it, pretty much lean on people that's there for you. Don't just run off to someone that doesn't care. Yeah. And like I said, just get in that word. That's one thing that I need to start doing too. Is getting back in that book. Go back to church. If you don't want to go to church, read your Bible. Do something to help you get past and push through the things that you're going through. So I think that's a little bit of encouragement from me to you. Yeah, I'll be having more, but I know how I be. Like sometimes I'm like my mama. Once we start talking about God and everything else, baby, it just flow. I think that's why they try to say I'm a little evangelist or something. I ain't claiming that, but that could be why they say I'm gonna be like my mama. Because once I get to talking about it, y'all, it's over with. But besides that, you can find me on Facebook. The name is there, Jackie L. Dandridge. You can find me on Instagram, Quartet Baby. Yeah, those are the two main sites. I got TikTok and all of that. I gotta start utilizing that stuff because my nieces and nephews took over on TikTok. What else? YouTube. You can always look me up on YouTube. I'm trying to get back more active on there as well, but definitely Facebook and Instagram. I'm there.
Man, so y'all definitely let's support her and that word of
And let's
encouragement.
not forget you. You nominated too for content creator. We ain't gonna skip past that.
See, I was gonna make it about her tonight, but my sis did call me out for it, and yeah, I'm definitely one of the
Number
nominees
one too. Number one on there on the list.
for comment for.
Hey, this one hard though. I ain't gonna cap because my sister on this one too. So
Yes,
yeah, I'm gonna have to vote every day, every other one.
yeah, dude, and I'm on here with some great
You are.
people, so it's like the fact that I'm on here with so many great people is like amazing to me. It's like okay, it was kind of a surprise to me, but
Yeah.
to God be the glory on that, and
Listen,
I'm
2025
excited.
we going up. We standing on business only.
Exactly. I'm excited, and we're gonna see what God does, and
Yeah,
whether I win or whether I lose, I've already won just being a name with so many awesome content creators.
absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So you all, as I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments. Meaning, sometimes if we look at it as bad, God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, be blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.
Thank you for watching another Reverend JC3 production. We appreciate all of your support. But before you go, here's a clip from one of our favorite episodes this season.
But what do you want your life to look like? And I knew that 2010, I didn't want my life looking like that. I had started college. I was a music education major. The kids were little. I had waited on him to go to school and waited on him to figure out what he wanted to do with his life. I waited 10 years. And I feel like I've been waiting on a man for a very long time. And I got tired of waiting, and I am tired of waiting. And so I just picked up my stuff and I said, I'm going to college. I'm going to register for college because I have waited and you haven't done anything. And this is where we are. We're no better off than when we started. Yet we have 2 children that we have to take care of, and this is not going to work. So I decided I would register, and I did. And then, I was there for a good bit.
You can also follow us on every major social media site. And until next week, I'll see y'all later. Peace. Love y'all.